Welcome back to BYU Sports Nation. I'm Jordan, Jason Shepard. Let's talk some swim and dive. They've been in the MPSF, the same men's volleyball league that we talk about a lot, right? Mountain Pacific Sports Federation. They go to the Big 12 as well, and here to walk us through the competition and what that's going to be like is Jordan, Tiffany, and Hailey Johnson. Welcome to the show, guys. Great to have you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, let's start with Hailey, the Big 12. Like,
okay.
you were never in the West Coast Conference. They didn't have that. You were in the MPSF.
Yeah.
Now you go to the Big 12. What's that like for a diver like yourself to be in the league of the Big 12 in swimming and diving?
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely a new challenge. There's a lot of great schools like Texas A&M and TCU, and it's cool because they're just some really top-notch divers that we're competing against now. And not only that, but it's super exciting because we get to do more platform because, of course, the RB doesn't have a 7 or a 10 meter, and so being in the Big 12 gives us an opportunity to be on the 7 and 10 meter platforms. So it's really exciting to be kind of working on those events more too.
So they have different diving competitions than the MPSF had, you say?
No, they have the same events,
okay.
But since we're going to kind of bigger schools, we're going to get an opportunity to compete that more. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Overall, from swim and dive perspective, how do you feel like it's going up in a level of competition? Like, how do you guys view the Big 12 in terms of the competition that you'll face week in and week out?
Yeah, I mean, at least on the men's side, Texas is always top of the Big 12. They've won, I think, 14 national titles, 40 Big 12 titles in a row. It's
in a row?
In a row?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's 40 or 44.
Well, they'll be gone soon after this year, so that won't be a problem.
So, I mean, there's a lot better teams, more teams than MPSF, and so we're just excited to step up the competition. You know, we've won 3 titles in a row. I haven't been a part of any of those titles because this upcoming season's my first year. But hopefully we can carry that momentum and turn some heads this next year.
And let's talk about that. Yeah. You were at Tennessee.
Yeah.
You're from Pleasant Grove. You went to Lone Peak.
Yep.
You came home.
Yep,
Why come back to BYU?
Right. I've lived here my whole life. My parents both swam at BYU. All my aunts swam at BYU. I graduated in 2020, went to University of Tennessee, had a great experience. Super happy with my time out there, and then came back, took a gap year, worked through some things. I never thought I'd swim again. When I left Tennessee, I kind of said that was the end of it. And then God had a different path, a lot of miracles along the way, and now I'm back. I redshirted this past year, joined the team halfway through last season, and this will be my first year back competing in a couple of years.
So you've had the experience of competing at this level in a P5 conference. Do you think that helps you making this transition with the Cougars?
Right, yeah. I mean, I think that's another big blessing about this year. Like, I'm grateful to take my experience in the SEC, some high-pressure situations, and just being involved on a powerhouse program like Tennessee and just take what I learned and hopefully help out BYU as much as I can. I'm just super excited. Can
you give us a little insight into sort of the miracle that was you returning to swimming?
Yeah, I mean, it's a longer story than this, but I left Tennessee totally down, never wanting to swim again, just putting it to rest after I'd been like, you know, my life dream to swim at a big school like that. Came back, took a gap year, just a miracle I got into BYU without swimming or anything, and it's November of last year, and I have this feeling, okay, maybe I should come back to swim. I start texting my coach. I'm sitting outside the SAB, the student athlete building, and I look up and Sherry, the head coach, is right in front of me. And like, I hadn't seen her in 2 years. Just a miracle that was. And she said, hey, come in my office, let's talk, catch up a little bit. And from there, I started swimming every day. I'm swimming better than I ever have, having more fun than I ever have, surrounded by amazing teammates, coaches. It's been a big blessing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Welcome back, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, Hailey, you guys, your family, big BYU fans. You had a sister that was a diver.
Yes, yeah.
And Rebecca.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you have a sister that was a cheerleader.
Yes.
So take me through the family and just how big it is for you guys to be involved with BYU.
Yeah, definitely. My dad went to BYU. Both my siblings were athletes here. It's actually funny because growing up, I never wanted to go to BYU, and I was actually committed to another school before I came here. But
Not
then
one in red, was it?
It was one in red, but Red and blue. So, yeah, a ton of my friends came here and my siblings came here. And I guess just hearing their experiences and what great times that they had here, it kind of pushed me to come here. And I don't know, kind of like Jordan, I just kind of felt like there was a different plan for me than the one that I had for myself, and it brought me here, and it's been great. My family's been super supportive. I got a ton of hand-me-downs from my siblings. It's
Nice.
great.
Very
So
nice. Tons of
awesome.
BYU swag, I imagine.
Oh yeah.
Jordan, your mom held the 800 record in the WAC in BYU forever.
Uh-huh.
Is she like your swimming role model growing up? Like, was she one of the top influences for you?
Yeah, she taught me how to swim when I think I was 4 or 5. She was my high school coach, my club coach when I was a little kid. So we've always been super close. All my big memories growing up were with her. So it is a full circle moment to kind of go to Tennessee and then come back and swim where my parents swam and be able to look up to them. Sherry, the head coach, actually coached my mom when
Did
she
she
was
really?
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Wow.
So it's amazing.
That's cool.
When you guys, look, regardless of the sport, there's no more off season anymore. Everybody's, practicing and doing whatever their individual sport is. They're doing that pretty much year round. How much does it add now that school's getting back in session, and now you sort of add that on top of everything as well as getting ready to compete? How does that change things now?
Ooh, it's definitely intense. It's stressful. It's a balance being a student athlete, trying to balance school and diving and everything. And so I think it's definitely a little more stressful, but it's exciting because there's a lot more opportunity being in the Big 12 now. So.
Yeah, I mean, there is no off-season swim-wise, dive-wise, but luckily we're just really supported. Amazing staff here. Brian, who's over swims, helped us out a lot and makes it manageable, and we love it.
Well, we're excited to see the season. We got the alumni meet coming up September 9th and the blue and white meet September 15th. Then you're in it. Then you're a Big 12 team competing.
Yeah.
Hailey and Jordan, we appreciate the time. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Awesome.